Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick little video here keeping you up to date with the goings on Bitcoin right now. I don't want to make it too long because there's not too much to cover, but we do need to quickly give you an update because there's been some promising price action, okay, some good price action. We know very well now that the level that Bitcoin needs to hold is $61,000. That is the fundamental macro support zone. It's a macro support zone not only on the price chart, acting as support on multiple bounces that I'm circling right now, but also on the monthly chart, very clearly. It's the monthly chart level that led to the all-time high, on the monthly close in 2021. It's been acting as support resistance throughout the last 5 months of price action. It's a level we really don't want to lose. It's a level that, we saw the biggest ever monthly candle close in, I think, 2 to 3 years on Bitcoin, maybe even more than that, going into, and dropping back down below there is not going to be a promising sign. There's not much support in that price region. There's a reason we moved through it so swiftly. There's a reason we cut through it like butter, okay? Because there's not much there. That's a simple reality. There's really not much until below 50K region, the high 48K region, and dropping this level will not only constitute a drop below a macro support zone, but it will also constitute a drop below very important weekly chart levels like bull market support band, like the pi cycle center lines, levels that we don't usually lose during a bull market. In fact, we never lose them during a bull market, sparing the little kind of deviation we had in 2021, where we went downwards quite a large amount. And then right after we went and had that deviation, those levels started acting as being important again. So, these are levels we need to hold fundamentally. And if we don't hold them, again, there's a lot at stake here. Because if we don't hold them, we enter an interesting market environment that we've never been in before. Okay, historically speaking, Bitcoin has only seen bear markets after its regular 4-year cycle bull market. If we top out here, if we drop below this level, if we drop below bull market support band, pi cycle center lines, okay, we are entering, or exiting, I should say, that regular 4-year cycle structure. And we have a period of time, in that case, in that hypothetical scenario, where there's no macro structures supporting any particular theory about where the price will go. So not only are we breaking down from major support zones and likely going to see very bearish price action for a prolonged period of time, we're also losing macro predictability. So we need to hold this level for that reason. And as I've said, it's a monthly chart level. It's very well founded in the monthly candles, and therefore we need to hold it on a monthly candle close. The monthly candle closes in 4 days. The weekly candle also closes in 4 days at the same time as the monthly candle. And so it's going to be very important to see a monthly candle close and weekly candle close happening at the same time above the 61K region. And in fact, the more the merrier, right? The higher we are, the better it is. And that might sound obvious. Like, of course, the higher we close, the better it is. But I really do mean that for a specific reason. I mean it because of this chart right here. This chart divides bull markets and bear market zones on Bitcoin. You can see the yellow line dividing bull market and bear market. And the yellow line is obviously not just arbitrary in the price chart. The yellow lines, I should say, they are connected to the yellow line I've drawn here on the RSI. Every time we test that yellow line on the price chart, we are similarly testing the yellow line on the RSI. So those lines are connected on the screen here. And what you can see is Bitcoin is currently hovering at 61.7K, and yet the price, the RSI valuation is hovering below that 67 RSI support line, meaning that if we close here, even at 61K, we are still breaking down from this monthly RSI support level, which would not necessarily be the end of the world because we are still holding the key levels such as the monthly chart macro support, such as bull market support band, everything we've just talked about. But it wouldn't really be a step we want to take. It would certainly be a negative thing, right? It would just mean that the can representing the decision Bitcoin needs to make in this macro region gets kicked down the road until the next monthly candle close. Because then we'd be concerned, it's below this important level. Can we get back above it this month? We don't want to do that. What we want to see is a very strong close, okay? Above 61K at the bare minimum, but preferably actually just higher than that, like preferably up above 63, 64K, maybe even 64.5K. These are the preferable scenarios because it means there's no shadow of doubt at that point that this wasn't a good close. So that's really the good scenario. But I mean, at a bare minimum, just to keep our necks unslit, I think I just made a new saying, to keep our head or our foot in the game here, keep our foot in the circle. I'll just keep going, making up new sayings. We got to close at least above that 61K level. And this is common knowledge. I've said this on the YouTube channel before. It's not something that's groundbreaking. Again, I've said it a few times. In fact, I've been saying it pretty much every day for the last 3 months, okay, or 2.5 months. I do want to point out, as I mentioned yesterday, just very briefly, there is a very strong argument to be made that Bitcoin is copying the structure it saw. Let's go to the logarithmic chart. During the March to October period, as you can see, we had kind of a similar structure. We had a rounding bottom formation going into a rounding top, okay, going into a horizontal channel with a bounce, 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 and up, okay? I explained this in full yesterday, but again, rounding bottom formation. In fact, we could even draw it from here. Rounding bottom formation, going into a rounding top, going into a horizontal channel, okay? Bounce, 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 and up. Very similar structure, okay? But there is an argument to be made for that. We made it fully yesterday. And of course, that would support the bullish case. Fractals are not overly reliable, but in this case, this fractal is undeniably similar. So I am on the bullish team here. I do believe that it is more likely that Bitcoin holds the line here at 61K. And I don't believe that it is logical to support the opposing argument, given the fact that the bullish argument is supported by basically all of Bitcoin's macro data. I'm not saying, okay, that you should be putting your entire net worth into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency here. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that right now, the macro trend suggests something very clear. The macro trend suggests we bounce here, and the trend is your friend until it ends. Doesn't mean it can't end. You know, it certainly can end. We've seen trends end in this cycle, but it's certainly not the basket you're going to want to put all your eggs in. I'm dropping metaphors and, you know, allegories left and right here today. I'm just on fire, really. But again, I've explained these views very extensively in prior videos. We have to act more in a reactive way rather than a predictive way this cycle, given the fact that preliminary trends within the 4-year cycle have broken already. I'm not willing to put 100% confidence in the 4-year cycle. I really am not at all. In fact, I actually do think the 4-year cycle is likely to break in this cycle. Whether it be after the run or whether it be right now is the question. And I think you are putting yourself in the best position just from a logical, thought-based perspective to assume the trend is your friend until it ends and actually wait until it actually ends to make decisions about, because we can't make macro decisions based on short-term price action, right? We can only make macro decisions based on macro price action. And in order for something to change to the macro actually needs to change, right? So this is what I'm saying. We need to be more reactive rather than predictive. You can't really predict that the 4-year cycle will end here and will drop right now, because it's never happened before. The predictions are only predicated based on historical data. If you don't have historical data to support a claim, it's irrelevant. Your prediction means nothing. It's just guessing, right? And people have done that time and time again throughout Bitcoin's price history, and every single time they've been wrong to 100% degree of certainty. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying it can't end here. I'm not saying Bitcoin can't drop below 61K here. Not at all. It certainly can. I'm just saying that that's not something we should predict, really. It's just something we should react to if it occurs. Keep an open mind about the situation. I mean, I hope that makes sense. And moving forward a little bit, the total cryptocurrency market cap, okay, not the total altcoin market cap, but the total crypto market cap is currently on horizontal support. It has broken down from its bull market support band. Again, another reason why we need to be seeing a very strong weekly candle and monthly candle close, because it's not just about Bitcoin here, okay? It's about altcoins as well. We need to get back above that bull market support band. And if we're looking at the actual altcoin market cap chart, the same can be said. It's below things like its bull market support band, like its price cycle center lines. We need to get back above those levels. But in the meantime, we really need to hold on to this blue ascending support level. We have seen promising signs over the last couple of days. We've bounced off it quite strongly, and we've seen Bitcoin dominance decrease while Bitcoin was dropping, meaning that the market recognizes that this is an important level, and it went easy on altcoins essentially, and Bitcoin took the hit. So it's good to see that occur. It means, again, the market recognizes the importance of this price level, and so should you, by the way. Altcoin market cap and total cryptocurrency market cap, they're not in the worst position right now, but we do need to see some of this pressure be relieved through those good monthly and weekly candle closes on Bitcoin. Ethereum is really exactly the same story. Ethereum is sitting very tightly and snugly on its support zone. Okay, support zone right here at 3,300. It's holding it, but just by the skin of its teeth. We actually wicked below it very briefly. So again, we need to be seeing strong, you can probably guess what I'm going to say, weekly and monthly candle closes. I've been repeating myself over the last 2 days. I will continue to do so because I cannot stress to you enough how important it is that we maintain above these key levels. This could be life or death for regular Bitcoin and cryptocurrency macro price action. So it's something that I'm going to repeat until it actually occurs. Again, life or death of regular cryptocurrency macro price action. We drop this level. We lose the 61K support on monthly and weekly candle closes confidently, not like a little wick blow. No, we actually lose it properly and it's clear that it's gone. We break the macro trends and we are in the dark. 4-year cycle's gone, right? The macro structures we've previously seen, gone. We might see a mega bear market. We might see 1 month of bear market and then a mega bull market. The fact of the matter is we don't know what we would see. That is the concern. So it could actually be better for Bitcoin, right? It's so nuanced. It could actually be a good thing if Bitcoin breaks these structures, but we just don't know yet. And profitability comes from predictability. If we don't have the predictability, we can't make profit easily. That's the concern. So guys, with that said, fingers crossed, 4 days remaining. I'll try keep the content fresh. I'll try not to just repeat this video for the next 4 days. I'm going to keep the content fresh, I assure you of that. But again, I felt the need to speak about it today, especially given the short-term developments. Bitcoin is now above 61K again and above its price cycle center lines and above or within the bull market support band. It's doing well. I would like to see this be the bottom. I would not really like to see, every time we wick downwards, I just get slightly uncomfortable because I understand that the clock is ticking, right? 4 days is not really a long time. So we have to kind of see that bottom in. We have to kind of see higher lows start to be formed here. That would be promising. So let's see what happens, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and check out the Bitunix and BingX exchanges, the 2 exchanges I advertise on this YouTube channel, okay? Both are global, non-KYC. You can access either of these exchanges from anywhere in the world. Sign up with your email address and password. Literally takes 30 seconds. BingX is a bit of a bigger exchange, a bit of a well-known exchange, but it will require VPN from some regions, and Bitunix doesn't require VPN at all. With my referral link down below, click on that link down below in the description or the pinned comment and sign up with that link. You will get a 15% trading fee discount that lasts the lifetime of your account on that exchange, exclusively with that link below. It helps you by getting that discount, and it helps me as well. If you appreciate the content, that's how you can help me out. And if you want some stuff for yourself, you can get the VIP trading membership, okay? So we do altcoin trading plans 4 to 5 times a week with buying signals, selling signals, etc. Within a posted video into the group, as well as a group chat, okay? You can get access to VIP membership in the Telegram group. You can find the information below. You can also check out our results. Our trading results is fully transparent in there. Got nothing to hide. Check it out if you're interested. And then finally, the Crypto Academy's Become a Trader bull market sale, limited time for a discounted price on the educational course. If you want to learn how to trade, that is where you can do it. Throw us an email. The email address is on the website for contact. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers.